What is up, YouTube? This is Radio Station here, and on this edition of Anime Live Reaction, guys, we're gonna go ahead and react to episode 14 of Toaru Kagaku no Railgun 3rd. Yeah, we're back here with another one. That was a bad DJ Kayed impression, but yeah, I called it. It was gonna be 2 weeks. It was just like, okay, like after episode 12. They said, "Oh, it's going to be postponed indefinitely." And I'm just like, well, I don't think it's going to be postponed that long. And what do you know? Like after they postpone for 1 week, the next week comes. Then they say it's postponed indefinitely. Then that week, and then yeah, I pretty much called. And I bet that for episode 15, unless depending on if they do announce it, they're going to say, "Oh, it's postponed. It's postponed delayed indefinitely." And then but it's just like the next week, you're just like, oh, it's like episode 15 will air. Like, come on, man. Look how Tone look able to go for the killing move. I am so interested how I don't think it's gonna be as emotionally investing as the sisters are. Yeah, I have already said that, but I do hope it turns out solid, and I hope it ends up as I expect. I hope I don't get disappointed. I hope it's really hype. I mean, this is the one I'm just hoping because I have gotten spoiled about it like before the series actually the season actually aired. So yeah, yeah, that was basically the case. Okay, so I just noticed that my encoding just kind of had a bit of an overload, but even though everything is going perfectly fine, so I don't even know. Maybe I should just close some tabs. But yeah, at least we could say like Misaki, like basically she literally just planned ahead, and Kuroko, like I like the fact like it's a simple sort of thought process, but she took advantage of the fact that Midori was using her tendency to do the teleportation, to do her teleport ability, but instead of doing it as usual to avoid an attack, she takes the attack, knowing that it's not going to be a lethal wound initially, and so because of that, she was able to get into close quarters and quickly, take care of her, and now it's basically up to Gunha and Toma to clean it up. But let's be fair, this is them versus somebody who is about to ascend to godhood. And I know Toma's has a power that is more or less equivalent to godhood, to god powers himself, because it is literally like his hand, well, wrong hand, like is literally the one that rejects God, or like anything that is God given. So yeah. So the Twitter already said second for episode 15. Oh, that's really nice. That does have to. I think that does kind of have to go hand in hand with the announcements that if you've seen on Twitter, like the prime minister, Japanese prime ministers did say he's going to loosen up the sort of state of emergency restrictions for several preferences. Some of which may or may not include the student. Well, I don't know where JC staff is. I don't know, but where it may not even be the same studio where they're working in. But they have to. It may have gone hand in hand with, because the pandemic is dying down. It's not like it's still. It's not like it's dying, but it's more like it stopped. It stopped being critical. But you still have to be. It's kind of over here, and you still have to be wary there. Like you still have to have yourself on high alert. You still have to keep your guard up. But other than that, it's kind of. I won't say it's gotten completely in the green, but it's more like it just eased up a bit afterwards, and it's thanks to the it's thanks to all the calls that the prime minister made. Like as much as it was questionable how he was trying to delay that because he wanted the Olympics to hold, but then he's just like, you know what, the Olympics can't be held this year. There's and maybe not even next year. And then yeah, then everything says speaks for itself afterwards. We're never gonna see his duo fight again. Sadly, after this arc, probably. He's the one who's gonna call him the god and slayer of demons. Oh, he's already a better character than Tanjiro. I'm just saying. He not because you said Slayer of Demons, and I'm Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba just came to mind, which I heard, by the way. Kimetsu no Yaiba manga is has actually come to an end a few days ago. I heard it ended badly. I mean, I already knew it was going pretty badly, and which kind of speaks to the fact that like this is why I don't really. This is what I have a problem with a lot of these shows. Like, I don't know. There's something about it that where it just ran out of ideas. And that's a problem with Boku no Hero Academia. That's a problem where I think it was with Fire Force. Well, Fire Force just, I don't know. And this is where I felt like Naruto should have known when to stop. The Naruto, the storyline should have known when to stop. But it doesn't. Instead, we get, well... I don't even need to say which one I'm talking about. Yeah, they still need to be careful. 11th May. Oh yeah, the 11th of May. Okay. Kanzuki mysteries Toma's name in the very short arc. Kamijo Toma, the one who purifies gods and slays demons. Well, yeah. Well, you can say, well. You say it purifies gods, it slays demons. You just switch. Well, you could literally just switch this around, and that's literally Tachibana Hibiki, like God Slayer, Demon Purifier, because she somehow gets some of the baddies on the good side. But I digress. So yeah, well, let's just get into the episode, shall we? I don't think I need to waste too much time on this. I really want, like, the title says what was it, dragon something, and yeah, that may or may not. I just hope I don't make a ruckus, like, depending on how hype it goes. I mean, I just hope it's a lot of fun. So yeah, episode 14. Let's pull it up, guys. I see they're still sticking with the old ending. I think they're sticking with the first OP until this arc is over, obviously. Which is probably going to be on episode 15 or 16. I don't know for sure. Naruto Shinden which is all right. Let's get to it. Okay. Do I have the logos up right? Let me just check for a sec. Okay. Sorry. What the hell is that noise? We may see the dragon. That is cool. Alright. Sorry for whatever was squeaking in the back. I have no idea what the fuck that was. Alright. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Did they release the audio for the second OP yet? I don't remember if there was. Well, they shut down exterior, so that's a good part. Like that guy, like Gensei should belong in fucking Ghost in the Shell. Oh. Yeah, it does depend on mental ability, and her stamina is kind of a bit on the lower side now. Holy shit! Oh great, where's Tachiba? Where's Hibiki when you need her? She is a god slayer after all. Wait, Gunga has the super regenerative abilities. Well, yeah. What is it like a miniature? Wait, when you mean massive concentrated energy, are you talking like stellar levels of energy? I would think so. That legit looks like a little mini black hole. The guy that legit looks like a black hole or maybe a little neutron star. If that's a massive concentrated energy, God knows what happens if that blows up. It won't be just a city that just goes kapoof. I've stated that already. Well, let's get to it. Ooh. Hey, Deku, you look this? This is how you use one for all. Oof. Okay. Ah. Well, she cannot control it. This is legit. Oh, yes, he is. Oh, shit. Oh, yo, what the hell is going to be? Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what the hell? Five God drag? This is fucking. Oh, stop. Just stop. Yo, that shot is amazing. Wow, the dragons that defy God themselves. Now, that's something. No, that's a name. Damn. What the fuck did I just? I like the. Yeah. You know that does speak to it. The city is really fucked up, but Misaka's mindset is that she wants to change everything all at once, but we don't roll like that. We don't roll like that in reality. Things change little by little. A huge change doesn't necessarily mean something positive. Oh yeah, he's able to regenerate them. Not even he knows. Even if he did have memories, they were all gone from, the first season. Yeah? Yeah, unfortunately I don't think they're gonna meet ever again. I would love if they do later on in novels, but I don't know for sure. Jaw of the Dragon King. Literally just Dragon Strike. Dude, bro, like, when the dragon just came out, I'm just like, oh, cool. There's a white dragon of thunder, and then just like all these, like, what is it? Five, six, seven more heads or eight more heads came out, and just like, wow. It's not something where you just like it jumps at you like with Boku no Hero Academia scenes. It's just more like you just like, what the holy hell just happened? You just sit there and just watch in its all its glory. All right, nice to see Kongo's doing all right. She's low key. She's low key the MVP here. Cause if it wasn't for her being able to help, Misaka wouldn't have been able to, go over there in the go over there in the first place. But at the same, I mean, to try to save the sister, but yeah. Because no telling what Gensei would have done if Kongo did not get involved. Like he would have just he would have he more or less would have gotten away with it, but relieve her of her anger? Huh? Okay. Don't worry. I don't think most of us will be able to, but at least we could try to understand it. I mean, as long as you got someone you want to fight for, you want to help, I don't think it's a problem. But Misaka does feel guilty that for again being a problem for her friends. I'm surprised that they weren't that the nurse didn't tell her earlier to hush. Why did Kuro Why did Kuroko leave her be though? Well, until a certain someone rescues her. Hmm. You just forget like that was still like a matter of several hours, not a day. But I'm pretty sure to them it felt like even an eternity. But for some of them maybe. Interesting. Oh yeah. Yeah, Misaka just did some stuff there here and there. Just alter the news a bit. They don't want to like start a ruckus. Obviously, you know. Well, I can get that sentiment because their views don't really line up. Let's just be fair. Or did you just stick some wrong some some what the fuck memories? Or wait, or was it just rumors? Just really wild rumors. Oh no, I hate this game. Not because you get nauseating, but you get like you start walking like a baby deer unless if you have great fucking balance. So I think so they're just skimming through the damn festival now. I don't think they. I'm not so sure if they really put the festival into detail after that. Honestly, I don't think it's really. I don't think that was really important though. What was more important was Gensei being involved. Toma would destroy Issei. Well, it depends on if Toma can get his right hand on Issei. Because if Issei just does ranged attacks, Toma doesn't really. Toma's gonna have issues. Just saying. like they. Oh yeah, I if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think that the memories of the happenings regarding the exterior and Misaki going berserk mode was were erased or altered. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're erased. You do right. You do right now. Oh, never mind. You just hear Kuroko just grumbling so much in the back, grumbling so much in the background. I will say the CG part with the frown dancing was a little bit is quite jarring. Not that I real. Oh yeah, they don't remember because everything was erased up to that point. I think. Oh well, who's he going with? I think I remember he went with Misaki. No, I mean Misaka. Misaka, my bad. Oh, shh. Oh no, she's faking it. She's faking it. No, she's point made. Point made. I was just break out the freaking just do it, do it. she is she is like a fucking cherry right now. What the? Oh well. Oh, he's awkward. That's sweet though. It's really nice to have folk dancing there. It's kind of fitting because he did save her again. You know what? You know what? You know what's really nice? Both of them, both Misaka and Toma are have their issues regarding the stuff that happens in the Academy City, which kind of relates to to some of their action to the actions they take. Why? It just okay. It's just like the part when Kuroko just like it's just like no, It's just like, I can't allow this. And then Sate was just like, oh, she jumped. It was just perfect. Motherfucker. Oh, Sate the wing woman. Oh yeah, we need a term like that. Yeah. I don't know. Does wingman apply to both male and female? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I guess it's generalizing at this point. Alright, gotta go back. Yeah, it was season 2 that we saw the log fire, dance. I forgot what it's exact. I keep forgetting what it's exactly named. I just know you. It's a usually tradition. You pair up and you dance along with log fire. Oh, backstory regarding Mitori and the first clone. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yeah. That was I do apologize for when I forget shit here and there. I mean, literally the index verse is a lot of stuff to remember, like info after info. I don't think it always ruins the fun, but sometimes it's tough when you start forgetting things, like here and there. But that finished pretty well, honestly. I mean, I wish it was. Now, to be fair, I wish it was a lot more grandiose, but I liked it for what it is. And to be fair, I kind of wanted the action part to last a bit longer, but I'm okay with how it finished there because it did extend. We did extend for 2 to 3 episodes of it, and so they had to put something on there. Yeah, Nick, this is no real talk. I was afraid of what they would do with it would be a CG dragon. I was gonna be scared they'll wreck it so hard with the Shield Hero with when they CGI most of the monsters except for maybe a few. The dragon adaptation, guys. What do you think about the dragons? That shit was amazing. That shit was amazing in my opinion. It's not like it. Okay, yeah. I mean, let's be fair. It's not like fucking One Punch Man season 1 sort of quality or Boku no Hero Academia Bone sort of quality, but it looks hella fire for what it is without the support from a fantastically animating studio. It actually looked fucking dope. Legit dope. The fact, and it was I call this the dragons that defy God themselves, because we already know the extent of what the right hand does, but we still don't really know the true extent of the powers of of the stuff that he holds within, beyond his right hand. And we have the invisible thing, and unfortunately that was not really well portrayed in the next 3. And here, yeah, we get the dragon again. This time the dragon was not silhouette, it was white. And then how many heads were there? I think it was 7, 8 more heads, all different colors. Kind of reminds me of Five God Dragon, not gonna lie here. Literally just more heads. That's just fucking dope. CGI and Dragon don't mix well, to be honest. Well, I mean, I would kind of disagree with that. I mean, it depends on what kind of CG it is. I feel like with Yu-Gi-Oh, the CG models are fine. I mean, I know I'm not. It's kind of subjective to that point because because of the standards there. At least it doesn't feel, they don't feel jarring. But I was just so, yeah, like if the dragon was CGI, I would have just raged. The animation was great enough for the standard. Yeah, I mean, Zyrex, let's be fair. This is not Bones. This is not Ufotable. This is not Shaft. This is not like fucking the One Punch Man outsourcing every fucking thing, Madhouse sort of thing. Madhouse sort of quality. Let's be fair. It's not A1 pictures or anything. But it, for what it is, it's a lot. It still looks a lot better than the animation most other studios, in my opinion. I do think the CG in the show, like when it does appear, it does stand out a bit too much, but not so much that it completely ruined my enjoyment of the show. Like yeah, I don't want a bunch of CG models just walking here and there. I still will. I mean, I was fine. I was completely fine with some questionable ones, frames when Villain Saga was airing, right? Because the story is still very quality. The character's still very quality. And this was the same thing I have with Railgun, although maybe a little bit of biasness, to be fair. Time like five-headed dragon or the Hydra. Oh yeah. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful looking, in my opinion. Like, look at, like, I swear. Oh, look at. I mean, I guess look at this. Look at this. Like this whole. Need to get a good frame here. Hold on. Like this frame is just. This part was just like ridiculous. Like it was so It looked so fluid the way they animated those dragons. It looked just It just looked like a bunch of hungry dragons just wanting to kill, something for the kill. And what did they get? And what was their target? The shield that was the shield of the power that Misaka was not able to handle. And because they were able to render it away, it basically was able to render away. Although I don't know how to really describe, like, it rendered away Misaka's, overloaded power, and so so basically Toma was able to save her. Even though I will say that the dragons are obviously not they do not act under Toma's control, to be honest. Like it's just like, how do you say it? It's like Toma, like when you're keeping caging in some sort of wild beast, and you let it out, even though you technically own it, but you still don't have control of it. That's what Toma had to try to handle, because he knows that this is he knows too. He should be aware of like how uneasy that feeling is, like trying to control those things. I swear. But it was so lit. I cannot. Oh my god! Yeah, look at this. Look. You know what? Like this part. You know what? I'm just zap to this, but I want to just zap away because I don't want copyrights here. Look at this. Look at this right here. This shot right here. Like, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm pretty sure that is 9. Yeah, that is. I think it's 9 or 8. I mean, it could be the head wrapping around, but it should be like 9. That or like 8, and that was just amazing. That was really amazing. When you watch the scene slowly, the dragon that looks like Angel turns Misaka Bears into something like salt. Oh yeah, I mean, because that's her ability. I'm pretty sure if like she's able to control, she's able to manipulate sand, and so it basically dispelled it so where it just falls away as sand. I think that's how it goes, unless if I read it wrong. But I'm not so sure what the dragon's powers exactly are, like how they were able to render it away. Like, I don't know exactly. I mean, it's dope, but but it makes me question like how like what are the effects like? Do they just is this something like a negating where they just strip away or absorb the power or something, or is it just basically stripping the power itself, like or negating or something? Like I don't know because I know the nature of Toma's right hand, but I don't totally know everything. No, we still don't know much about Toma. Toma's powers. Like more, like even less the stuff he has hidden beyond the right hand. So, the theory is that Imagine Breaker is a seal for the dragons or the invisible thing, but it is iron sand, not normal sand. So yeah, it's iron sand. Okay, all right, yeah. That I did notice that, and that was some nice helpful info there. But it makes me wonder, like, did these dragons? I don't know if they're entities living within Toma. Like, it makes me question how Toma like. Is it something like with Naruto where he's like born with these beasts inside of him, or is it something else, or is he an incarnation of a god that was exiled for something, but then he had this point where he rejects other gods. But I don't know. I'm just tossing out theories here and there. But that was amazing. That was really amazing. Like I know it doesn't look flashy like Deku's normal consecutive punches in My Hero Academia season 4, but let me tell you, I appreciate this more because of the context within the scene, the arc that it was in, more so than with Deku's part, personally, because I'll be in the minority that says I did not like the script for My Hero Academia season 4. To be fair, it was such a dope scene, and the only nitpick I have is just that it did finish a little bit sooner than I wish it would, but I'm not complaining, honestly. All right, so it was just really nice, and I like this part right here. I really like this part right here where he's just kind of, he's kind of like, just getting, Misaka like kind of, the head, bumping her head with his, fist, just very gently, because and the reason, because remember back in the Sister Arc, why he was able to open Misaka up to him, or like be able to help her, is because he can somewhat relate to her, because he doesn't like the shit that goes down in Academia City either. Although he's not sure which may or may not tie into his own unknown origins. And it can also, I don't know how much, his memory loss. I mean, remember how his memories were wiped back in season 1, and then he has to try to get everything, taking everything in from scratch. I was gonna mention that case looks like something with Kurama and Naruto. Yeah, I mean the concept is a nicer part. I mean the fight may not be the craziest thing, but the concept of it is what makes it nice. And it all comes down to what you want, though. And like if you want to fight, if you're like one of those mainstream, turn your brain off thing. I mean the fight. I mean you would like more to fight. But if you like more the concept, I mean, this is a series that will fit with it. But it still looks really cool. It still has that sort of swag to it, which is something that I felt like the Parent Story Index kind of lacks, because stuff wasn't really shown, presented as well as this one, little, I don't know, side story or something, like a side story, side storyline going on. Yeah, but it's a really good. That was a really good moment right there. And he also kind of went back to it when they were folk dancing. Well, for as long as they were, until Kuroko showed up. So apparently Mitori is saved by Shokuho. I don't know what Misaki wants to do with her. but we are getting her back. But we are getting that girl's backstory at some point. Is it sad right now that this is probably the last we're gonna see of Gunha? Because I don't think he appears after that. He shows up and then he's just like he's gone. Well, maybe for the most part. Like I would hope we would see him again later on in the like not just a cameo, but maybe later on in the NT levels. But no guarantees on that because there was not much of a focus. Like I wish they would because his powers are just as fucking trippy as Toma's, if not more. Let's be fair. Like that's why I kind of wish he would show up. He would have showed up more. But it is what it is. I'm not mad at it. I'm not too mad at it. I just wanted more. It's just like when you complain about something, I'm like, it's not because you hate it. It's because you wanted more out of it, and but you're still satisfied with what you got in the end. So let me go back to some parts that I may or may not have the thing is, so this part with when she was talking to Kongo, who I'm glad is doing all right. She is one of the more likable characters. Like I've said before, like in earlier reactions, I previously took Kongo for granted, and to have her get highlights in this season is something remarkable, honestly. If they adapt Astro Buddy, we will see him again. That really depends. If Astro Buddy, if the staff thinks Astro Buddy is a major arc to adapt. Just want to mention that due to Kongo's alternate introduction in the anime, her words lost some weight in my opinion. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It just kind of makes it a little weird, but it's not like I don't really mind it that much because of the role she did play. Because if she did not offer to help Misaka, like, yeah, let's be fair. You know, Misaka's involvement, and I'm sorry if I keep mixing up Misaka and Misaki's things because it's always they're always with the A or the I and the ending off, and yeah, sorry about that. But if she didn't help Misaka, I mean, who knows what this Gensei guy is gonna do? Like what he would do after this? Because Misaki, I don't think would be able to handle it on her own without some interference, without some help from Misaka. Let's be fair. Like I think as ultimately while Misaka she does apologize that she felt like she was in trouble, like she put everyone who she considers friends in danger, and then Kongo is also like, but she is also like, no, I'm sorry, I boasted, like I even boasted with too much of my pride that I was going to bring your sister back, but I ended up like this, being only able to help so much, and so yeah, that's a really nice exchange. That's a really nice exchange there. It's just like, no, Misaka, this is not really all that your fault. I mean, in the end, everyone was gonna get involved one way or another, and Misaka, like the thing that the very emotions that drive her to want to protect her friends is also something that can put them in danger as well, and that's inevitable. But she has to do whatever she can. I mean, this is not unusual. Like there are a lot of characters that are in that sort of situation. Some handle it well, some some don't. So yeah, it was a really nice little exchange there. It was like, and Kongo did say she also said like Misaka, she considers Misaka as a pretty worthy friend, because in a normal with any other person, she probably wouldn't have helped. She probably wouldn't bother to help. But with Misaka, one that she's had quite the connection with, for better or for worse, for worse, as you know, depending on how we interpret it. She wouldn't, like, for Misaka, of course she would help. Like, she's just that kind of she is still kind of that person. I mean, even if we cannot always look at her in a serious light, I mean, that's the kind of person she is. Like, as much as she can be on the butt end of some you know, of some takes, in the end she's a good person. I mean, like, not everyone is perfect. Not everyone is perfect. Not everyone's got that unknown factor like Toma. Not everyone's got that center role like Misaka in this storyline. Not everyone. Not everyone has that sort. Not everyone can be in that ideal situation, and so, like, this is kind of like, you know, Kongo kind of sort of, maybe in a way recognizing that she's not she doesn't have a central role. She's not the main character, but it doesn't get in the way of her wanting to help, because she knows that in the end she is, you know, thankful for being there to help. I mean, that's kind of like everyone. Like, we don't always we're not going to always have the power to. We're not going to have, you know. It's not like we're going to be, you know, have all the power to protect others. But we try to do whatever we can, whether or not, like, it's a glimmer. You know, it's hard to describe. It's really hard to describe. So, anyways, on that awkward segue. So, everyone's memories returned, right? I was not sure what happened there. I know the memories were returned. I don't know what happened. I'm not entirely sure of what was happened of the other memories, like the memories they got just after the memories before the whole memory alteration was done. Was it altered? Was it erased? But it did say something about, like, something of a funny take about them, her needing to go to the bathroom, and so I don't know. Did Misaki just put some sort of fake or is it just rumors? I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to the next arc. Next arc has great moments like this. I hope it's called the Dream Anchor, I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember it saying. Well, and then when Misaka just found out that Misaki altered. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure if she altered the memories for what happened after that, or if she just spread fucking rumors everywhere. I would guess it's the former, because I don't know how a rumor like that about Misaka supposedly need to take a huge ass dump or something, or whatever, would just blow up like that. And it's just like the bar is just like, fine, I'll kill you, Misaki. Okay, yeah, Dreammaker. She returned the old memories and altered the new ones, like Kuroko meeting this. Okay, yeah, she altered them. Yeah, I figured. And yeah, she did do the fuck up, being just like, because the typical Misaki is just like, Misaki's just like, I was just gonna see you in a good light, even though our views do not align. And then you put me on this. All right, I'm gonna kill you next time I see you. That was a nice take. So let's say this. Long story short, the festival is over. They do the folk dance. Saturn is met by Toma, who apparently Saturn. I don't think she doesn't remember. I'm pretty sure she doesn't remember. But she is aware of. But I'm pretty sure she's more or less aware of Misaka's feelings for Toma. Whether she suddenly knows them right there or knows them beforehand. I'm pretty sure it was beforehand. She offers her the folk dance, but Misaka then kind of has that that undoing reaction. Like, there's the badass Misaka, and then there's the nervous, adorable Misaka that just gets mentally unwound whenever Toma's nearby. And like, Saturn just goes to a point where she fakes an injury and just like, it's just like, oh no, how can I dance? And like, oh, why don't you dance in my place? And just like, I didn't necessarily say I wanted him to dance with me though. It was just more of an offer. And so yeah, props to Saturn for doing that. I mean, it was a really nice moment. It was really wholesome. It was really adorable to see Misaka just be like, of course it's an awkward situation for her because unless you've been living on a rock, you know how she acts. Like, this is the man she's more or less maybe romantically have romantic affections for, and she's like literally close to him, holding hands. How do you not have a reaction that makes you look like a damn cherry? Like, seriously, it was so adorable to watch. But then Kuroko just jumps out of nowhere and she just jumps out of nowhere and just kicks Toma, and then Satsu just like, oh, she dumped. I just like how beforehand they were trying to restrain Kuroko and even gagged her too, and she still got out. Great. That means she regained her strength, because remember she lost a bit of her stamina because she wasn't able to teleport Mitori out, and that's why she just kind of left her there. I mean, yeah, Saturn may have went folk dancing with Toma if Misaka wasn't there. Like, let's be real. Oh great. Wait. Said what? Saturn can NTR Misaka anytime, but she's a good person. That is disturbingly true. Because she could take advantage of it, but no, she's not like that. Because she's a good person. And that's why she's one of my favorites as well. So yeah, it was. It really, I like how So this episode ended off with a lot of stuff. I like how Mitori getting rescued by Misaki, assumingly, is a hint of what to expect for the next episode or the next arc. And it still at least does well to finish off this arc, the festival arc, on a light-hearted note. And I'm pretty satisfied with what was presented. I did wish there was more, but it was an overall I did like what I got. I don't know what else to say. I mean, other than try to rewatch the episode at some point, which depends on time. But it was a nice way to end it. And next arc coming up. That's pretty nice. This is going to, and it's going to be we have 11 episodes. I'm pretty sure it's going to be taking up the rest of the 11 episodes. And considering how long the festival arc did take, and then you just wonder how long is the Dreammakers arc going to take. How many chapters did the Dreammaker arc cover? I just wonder. And like compared to the festival arc, I'm a little bit wondering, guys. Does anyone know about that? Because I want to know what kind of pacing to expect for the next one. hopefully it does all right. I mean, 11 episodes seems fine for an arc like that, in my opinion. Unless if we're gonna go with one of those arcs where it's just like, oh, you need an entire 2 core to cover it for some reason. I hope it's not like that. I mean, it's classic Kuroko. I mean, that's why we love her, because the fact she is badass, but the fact that she just goes bananas whenever Misaka's here, there, she wants to, have her lesbian tendencies toward her, or when she's flirting with another guy. Well, more exclusively Toma, and then that's the sort of thing. That's the sort of a person Kuroko has. Like, she is just a clown on one side, but she's a badass on the other. That's what it is. That's what it is. I like characters like that. 3.5 and 3, I think. Okay, I see. So it looks yeah. I think the pacing for the next arc is not going to be that bad at all. But it was overall a good experience, guys. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for another edition of Railgun Third Reactions. And yeah, next week, no delays this time, because I think Spana said it was like it's already been an announcement for episode 15 to be airing on May 22nd. So yeah, looking forward to that. But that's going to pretty much do it. So yeah, thank you guys for coming out today. And wow, a lot of people came for this one for sure. Y'all really anticipated this one. You guys are devoted. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys again for coming out. Stay safe, guys. Take care. But until then, this is Radio Station signing off. See you next time, and take care.